Good morning, class. So, for today, we are testing the car battery. So I just finished getting everything set up, so it took me a little longer than I thought. So what you'll need for, well, you won't need, but for what I need to do today, you'll need what's known as a DVOM, digital volt ohm meter. That measures voltage, ohms, amperage, okay? So this is what we'll need for our tool today. On your assignment, it's in Google Classroom, that's why I'm not giving away any cool secrets. Alright, so go ahead and get those things, or go ahead and we're going to switch over to the other camera out by the truck, and let's go ahead and get started on today's lesson. Alright, so once again, if you need to get a hold of me or have questions, you can grab me on Google Hangouts. That's the easiest way. So, we have my flag in the way. We're going to pull that off in just a second so it doesn't get in the engine compartment. Okay, so on my Suburban, the battery's over here. And it is what's known as a side mount battery, meaning the battery has its terminals on the side. It is also known as a non-serviceable battery. Some batteries will have little seals right here to take off, so you can add more distilled water and test the acid. Okay, I don't have those tools here. Okay, and this is what I would do at my house. So the first thing I'm going to do to test my battery, because I woke up this morning and I couldn't start the car and I had to jump start it to go. So I want to know what is the voltage available in my battery right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch my DVOM. Okay, and we have, this is volts, millivolts, ohms, diode testing, milliamps. Okay. And what we want is voltage. Now, this is a DC direct current system. Our houses are alternating current. Alternating current has this little wave symbol, alternating on and off. Direct current will have a solid line with dashes under it. Okay, so that is our test we want to use, is that one. So we're going to switch up to that. Wait for the display. Now, the display is going to pick up like I would call phantom voltage. Okay, it's just because our area is positively charged, the system's so set up, but if we were to look at it, it's 0.001 of a volt. Okay, so tens, hundreds, thousandths of a volt. So we're okay. And sometimes, because this is an auto reader, you have a little m over here, that means a millionth of a volt. Okay, so let's go ahead and just take a quick measurement. Let's see if I can get this set up so you can see at the same time. Maybe. Come on. It doesn't like to rest. There we go. Let me get the camera in place. Alright, let me double check. I can't see from here. Okay. So now you see the voltage. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the red lead and I'm going to put it on the positive side of the battery. And then the black lead on the negative side. Okay. I have 11.9. Okay. 11.6 is the smallest voltage you ever want to see on a battery. Right as it goes. Okay, so does that mean my battery's going down? I don't know. We'd have to do further testing. We'd do a load test. Now, I don't have those tools here. We just want to do a quick surface test. Okay, so once again, or 11.9. Okay, so now I know that it's low. I had to jump start my vehicle to get it started. Is it the battery or is it that my alternator's not charging? That's the question now. Well, here's a simple test. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my phone off, pull this off out of the way. Oops. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start the vehicle if it will let me, and we're going to measure the voltage again. Okay, so now I'm going to hook up the leads again. Careful to keep my face out of the way of the belt. Now I'm measuring 14.3. 14 volts. Okay, so let me turn off the truck so that way you can hear me better. So when we did the test first, we got 11.9. And then we did it again with the car running, and we got 14.3. So why am I getting 14 volts on a 12 volt car system? Well, what it is you have the battery and the alternator over here. To push voltage into it, okay, we have to have more voltage than the battery. Now the battery is supposed to be at most max, it can be a little more, is 12.6. Each cell is 3.1 volts. Okay, there's 6 cells, so do the math. Okay, and if the alternator is only producing 12.6 volts, it is nominal, meaning equal, and it won't actually charge the battery. So what you have to do is you have to have an alternator that's producing more voltage than the battery. Okay, so if the battery is 12.6, I need what? Well, anything over 13.5. And you don't want anything over 16 volts. That means that there is getting too much voltage into the battery and you'll smoke the battery. Okay, and there's a phrase in the electrical world is, if you let the smoke out, you're done. The magical smoke in electricity, if you let it out, it will never work again. Okay, so I believe on Google Classroom you are to look up the battery needed for your vehicle and send me a screenshot for the battery that is required for your vehicle. If it doesn't say that, that's what it is. And I'm going to change it to that. So I know my voltage coming out of the alternator is good. It's 14.3. But why is my battery at 11.9 when it should be at 12.6? Well, really it is that the battery is getting older. Okay, that is a 3-year-old battery. They have shelf lives depending, so it is going down. But like I said, you don't want anything at less than 11.6 because that's usually what's needed enough to push the starter to get the car to go. So if you go out in the morning and your car won't start, and you need to know if it's the battery or the alternator, well, here's a simple step. You can get the car jump started, see if you have voltage at the battery. If you have more than 13 and less than 16 on a 12 volt system, you're doing okay. So that means the alternator's all right. Okay, if you have no voltage increase when the car started, that means your alternator, most likely, not guarantees, most likely your alternator's bad, or your belt's slipping, a wire's loose, a fuse. There's a lot of things in between, but it helps determine 2 different directions, alternator way or battery way. Okay, so that is what I have for the lesson today. Really simple, quick. Your assignment, I want you to go to Napa, AutoZone, O'Reilly, I don't care, any of those auto parts stores. Look up the car battery that is required for your vehicle. Send me a screenshot of that battery to Google Classroom. Please make sure that the car's information is viewable on that screenshot. All right, I will see you guys next week. Hopefully everything's going all right. If you have any questions, grab me on Google Classroom, and I will see you next time.